Welcome to Jordan. What kind of country is Jordan? Hajim Kingdom of Jordan. Jordan for short. It is a hereditary army in the Middle East. Main restrictions: Arab countries. The king holds military and political power. Hashim. In turn, it originated from the Islamic prophet Muhammad, the tribe to which he belongs, Hashim family. The Jordanian royal family is the founder of Islam, Muhammad. Descendants of Germany, belonging to the recognized saints of the Islamic world. In traditional Arab societies such as Jordan, marry a cousin or cousin was the more common practice, especially in tribal or rural areas. This practice stems from maintaining family resources. It also reflects a higher level of trust in real-world friends' marriages. However, with the development of social modernization, more and more young people are choosing cross-family marriages. The concept of marriage is also gradually changing. Jordan is relatively stable in the Middle East, famous for the security situation. The area is one of the countries that has maintained social peace for a long time, especially in the surrounding countries experiencing war or against a turbulent backdrop. Its public security performance is more outstanding. Jordan maintains relative stability through flexible diplomacy, playing the role of mediator among Arab countries. Calculated as a proportion of the population, for every 10 residents, 3 to 4 people are refugees or descendants of refugees. This proportion far exceeds that of other countries. It is one of the countries with the heaviest refugee burden in the world. Its social inclusion and humanitarian burden, far more than in many developed countries. It is also the only large-scale countries that grant Palestinian refugees citizenship. More than 2 million Palestinian refugees since 1948. After the Iraq War in 2003, Jordan once received as many as about 75 to 1 million Iraqi refugees. About 1.30 million Syrian refugees received since 2011. Jordan is one of the top 10 most serious countries in the world. One of the countries with water scarcity. Per capita water resources are only 135 cubic meters per year, far below the internationally recognized standard for extreme water scarcity, 500 cubic meters per year. 98% of the country's freshwater resources have been developed and utilized, mainly dependent on the Jordan River, groundwater and small amounts of desalinated water. The contradiction between supply and demand has been outstanding for a long time. Fish oil salt reserves of about 70 billion tons. Oil content over 7 billion tons. Fourth in the world, possessing development potential. But it is limited by capital and technology. Development is slow. It is one of the top 5 phosphate exporters in the world. Reserves of about 1 billion tons. It is also very rich in reserves. It is a major hidden oil mining country in the world. Reserves exceed 65,000 tons. Extremely abundant sunshine resources. The annual sunshine duration exceeds 300 days. Fish eggs have limited natural gas reserves. To prove recoverable reserves of about 500 billion cubic meters. Higher development costs. Long-term dependence on imports. Jordan's total GDP in 2023 will be around $50 billion. GDP per capita is approximately $4,482. Well below the global average of $13,138 per capita. Horizontal. Belonging to a lower middle-income country. The economy is characterized by 3 highs and high dependence on foreign aid. High service sector share. High unemployment rate. Jordan has been dependent on the United States for many years. Assistance from the European Union Gulf states. The share of foreign aid in GDP has reached 10% to 15%. It is an important support for the national finances. The proportion of side jobs is as high as 61.2%. Led by tourism and finance. Relying on the ancient city of Petra. World-class attractions such as the Dead Sea Wadi Rum Desert. Tourism night war GDP is about 15%. In addition, 2024 rankings of the International Medical Tourism Association, Jordan ranks 5th in the world. It has one of the highest medical standards in the Middle East. His hospital doesn't just serve his own people. It has also attracted a large number of people from the Gulf countries, medical tourists from North Africa and even Europe and the United States. More than 250,000 people flock to Jordan every year. SEK treatment. Medical expenses are only 1/3 to 1/2 of those in Europe, America and other countries. Medical tourism has become an important addition to the Jordanian economy. The average annual income of the Bridge Club is about $3 billion US. It is the second largest source of foreign exchange after tourism. A large number of laborers work in Gulf countries such as Saudi Arabia. Martial arts. Jordan's weak industrial base. Mainly light industry and agricultural product processing. Agricultural output value accounts for less than 5%. The arable land in the country accounts for only 4% of the country's area, mainly growing olives. Drought-tolerant crops such as wheat and vegetables. And production is limited. The food supply rate is only about 30%. It relies heavily on imports. Jordan's unemployment rate remains high for a long time. The overall unemployment rate in 2023 will be around 14% to 15%. Youth unemployment is as high as 30%. Dan is a citizen of his own country, providing free or low-cost public health care. That includes treatment, inpatient surgery, vaccinations, etc. Implement a 9-year medical education system, covering primary to junior high school. Public schools provide free textbooks, school uniform subsidy, transport subsidies in rural areas. Jordan has a high education penetration rate. The literacy rate is approximately 98%. Owns well-known universities such as the University of Jordan. Female social participation. Relatively high in Middle Eastern countries. The participation rate of women in higher education even exceeds that of men. The proportion of women in college is close to 60%. Geographically, Jordan is located in Western Asia. It's bordering Syria to the north. Northeast bordering Iraq. The southeast and south are connected to Saudi Arabia. The Gulf of Aqaba on the Red Sea in the southwest corner. It is the only outlet to the sea. In the west, Israel and Palestine. Stan region border. Land area 89,000 square kilometers. Slightly bigger than Chongqing. But 80% is desert. The actual livable area is limited. In the west there are mountains and the Jordan Valley. The Dead Sea is on the western border of Jordan. As of 2024, the population is approximately 11.28 million. 2/3 of the country's population is concentrated in the capital, Amman, and surrounding areas. More than 90% are Arabs. The rest included a few Circassians, Armenians, etc. The urbanization rate is 91.3%. Islam is the state religion. Society is relatively secular. Religious tolerance is high in the Middle East. Arabic for official. The English language penetration rate is 67%. Amman is the capital of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Located in the northern part of the country, approximately 850 meters above sea level. The terrain is mainly mountainous. It is located on 19 hills. Due to the original 7 seats, known as the City of 7 Hills. The Amman River and its tributaries run through the city. As the largest city in Jordan, Amman covers an area of approximately 1,700 square kilometers. By 2023, the population 4.74 million, about 40% of the country's total population. It has a typical Mediterranean climate. Summer is hot and dry. Mild and humid winter. Occasional snowfall. Amman's history dates back to the Neolithic Age. It was the capital of the Kingdom of Amman in the 13th century BC. Through Rome, Arab and other reigns. In the 7th century, it was officially named Amman. The city retains a wealth of historical sites, including ancient monuments such as the prototype theater in Rome. It also had many Islamic-style mosques. Petra, located about 250 kilometers south of Amman, the capital of Jordan. hidden in the Dead Sea connection. Narrow canyons with the Gulf of Aqaba. In the Sit Canyon, the ancient city is about 1 kilometer above sea level, covers an area of 264 square kilometers. The core area is approximately 20 square kilometers. Its name is derived from the Greek word rock, because the entire city is carved into a reddish-brown sandstone mountain. Rose gold tones in the sun. Therefore, it is known as the City of Roses. The shrine of Cosni is 40 meters high. It's 28 meters wide, completely carved from rock. Legend has it that the tomb of the king of Naba, Thailand. Its Hellenic Fuwade integrates Egypt with subtree elements. The Abbey of Dale is the largest building in the ancient city. A height of 45 meters requires climbing 800 steps to reach. The Roman theater can seat 6,000 people, building with natural rock slopes. And the Black Mausoleum, royal tombs such as the Kolan Temple tomb, show off the architectural styles of different periods. Dorbo Cavalry 3. More than 30 films including Transformers 2 were filmed here. More than 1 million visitors in 2024. Ticket prices are $50 to $60 approximately. Nitrogen diners, about $70 to $85. Wadi Rum is located in the Saddle province in southern Jordan. Adjacent to the Saudi Arabian border, covers an area of about 740 square kilometers. It is the largest in Jordan. The most spectacular desert landscape. Due to its inhospitable topography, it resembles the surface of the moon. It's called the Valley of the Moon, and because of the unique red sandstone and a Martian environment. By NASA. Listed as one of the most Mars-like places on Earth. Here are the Sandstone Mountains. Natural Arch Bridge. Gap Canyon. Surreal landscape with rosy sand dunes. Wind rock and water rock interaction. Carving out amazing natural shapes over billions of years. In an extremely dry environment. Arabian oryx. Wild animals such as desert lakes survive tenaciously. And the Bedouin have lived here for generations. It retains its camel master. Arabian coffee. Tent receptions and other ancient ways of life. Wadi Ram. Not only in the 7 pillars of wisdom. The grandeur of Lawrence's praise. Lawrence of Arabia. The Martian. Dune. Search banners and dozens of other movie locations. In 2011, this desert, due to its geological wonders and 12,000 years of human activity, listed by UNESCO as Nature and Culture Huashuang Heritage. Visitors can take a jeep deep into the canyon. Overnight Bedouin tent stargazing. Hot air balloons overlook the dunes or their camels revisit the trade route. The best time to travel is from October to April each year. The desert is cool during the day. Cold night. More than 800,000 visitors in 2024. Ticket price 5 to 10 about nitrogen dinar. The Dead Sea is the lowest lake on Earth. The lake is 430.5 meters below sea level. The deepest lake bed is -800 meters. Known as the poison gas of the world, it goes across Jordan, Israel and Palestine. The total length is about 86 kilometers, 5 to 16 kilometers wide, area of about 605 square kilometers. Due to its location in the Jordan Hunting Valley, the salinity of the sea is as high as 34%. It's 8.6 times bigger than normal seawater. Third in the world. Almost no fish. Emergency few microbes can survive. Water is rich in minerals. It has significant therapeutic and cosmetic value. Strong benefits make it easy to float. Therefore, it has become a world-famous convalescent sanctuary, due to the closure of the Jordan River. Global warming or overexploitation. The Dead Sea is falling at a rate of 1 meter per year. It's shrunk by a third since the 1970s. More than 8,000 sinkholes have appeared in the surrounding area, facing a dry-up crisis. Therefore, Jordan launched the Red Sea from Israel, Dead Sea Drinking Water Project. Trying to save this natural wonder. Sinai also has profound cultural value. The Bible mentions it many times. The famous Sinai scrolls were found along the coast. Important ruins. Today, this fused natural wonder. Coastal with historical memory. On the brink of life and death. Desperate for global attention and protection. History of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Dating back to the 7th century AD. At that time, the region was included in the Islamic Arab Empire. The picture then passes through Umayyad, Abbas, Fatima, and other dynasties ruled. Incorporated into the Ottoman Empire in 1517. It belongs to the province of Damascus. Late 19th century. The Hashim family is on the rise as sellers. Team leader Hussein ben Ali has been appointed as Sharif. Control the affairs of the Holy Land. In 1916, the Hashim family joined forces with the British, launched the Arab uprisings against the Ottoman Empire. In 1921, the British made Transjordan, drawn from the Mandate of Palestine, establishment of a foreign country. Abdullah, son of Hussein, was appointed emir. In 1923, the United Kingdom recognized its semi-autonomous status. March 1946. Transjordan gains independence. Wiyu was renamed the Hashim Kingdom of Transjordan. Abdullah I is crowned king. 1948. Occupation of the West Bank in the First Middle East War. Formal merger in 1950. But it has not been widely recognized by the international community. Nationality changed to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan in 1951. Abdullah was assassinated in Jerusalem. The throne was inherited by Talal. Hussein ascended the throne the following year. 1967 Third Middle East War. Loss of control of the West Bank. Black September 1970. Jordan expels gobblers. In 1988, Hussein announced that break legal and administrative ties with the West Bank. A peace treaty was signed with Israel in 1994. It became the second Arab country to establish diplomatic relations. 1999 Abdullah II succeeds to the throne. Since the 21st century, Jordan implemented limited reforms during the Arab Spring. Maintained stability. In recent years, it has been deeply affected by the Syrian crisis, receiving more than 1.30 million refugees. The country with the highest per capita refugee burden in the world. The Hashim dynasty was the Prophet Muhammad, a direct descendant of Germany. Since reigning in 1921, it is one of the oldest surviving monarchies in the Middle East. The political system is the main force of the military. The king still wields military and political power. The topography of Jordan. It shows a typical pattern of high in the west and low in the east. To the west are the Jordanian Plateau and the Jewish mountains. The highest peak, Mount Lamu, is 1,750 meters above sea level. The eastern part is a desert landscape. It belongs to the Syrian desert and the extension of Neft's desert. That's 80% of the country. The dunes can reach a height of 10 meters. The Jordan Valley runs through the west. Contains the lowest point on land in the world, Sikon. Significant differences in climate. Western Mediterranean climate. Average annual temperature from January 7 to 14 degrees Celsius. July 26 to 33 degrees Celsius. Annual precipitation is 380 to 630 millimeters. The eastern part has a tropical desert climate. Annual precipitation is less than 50 millimeters. The temperature difference between day and night exceeds 20 degrees Celsius. Summer extreme temperatures can reach 50.1 degrees Celsius. 66% of the country's population, concentrated in the western livable zone, which accounts for only 5% of the country, and the eastern desert is basically no man's land. This particular geographical environment, Jordan, was created. A unique landscape of oasis and sand sea. Jordan is located in the Middle East. Whirlpool Kingdom of Hashim. Inheriting 1,000 years of glory bearing the descendants of the prophets. Also burdened with capital. the scarcity of sources, and the realistic burden of refugees. He uses non-oil-based colors between desert and oasis. The popularity of education, medical expertise, and diplomatic acumen, creating a unique living space in the midst of chaos. So what else do you know about Jordan? Or, what memorable experiences did you have in Jordan? Welcome to the comment area to leave a message and share. Thank you for watching today's interesting world. If you like our content, please don't be stingy with your likes, retweets, and followers. I am Dafe. See you in the next video.